this next Netflix show that you're on called 7 Seconds.
Yes.
And we're here to talk about it.
Yes.
So tell us about the character that you played.
Well, I play Caduce Porter. He's the best friend of Brenton Butler, who is the central character of the show.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life, and through Kelly, we hope to inspire. I have Coery Champagne on the show today.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Coery Champagne, you really hit a breakthrough moment with this next Netflix show that you're on called 7 Seconds.
Yes.
And we're here to talk about it.
Yes.
So tell us about the character that you played.
Well, I play Caduce Porter. He's the best friend of Brenton Butler, who is the central character of the show. The show, if you need any history of the show,
yeah.
Basically a off-duty police officer hits a black kid and they cover it up.
Okay.
But then what was a simple accident turns into a cover-up, and a lot of
drama follows.
A lot of drama.
It goes all in the news.
Yes,
we know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great subject for. I mean, it's a real subject.
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
Yeah, it gets very deep.
So, how did you? At one point, you were a zombie on the Walking Dead.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have a past.
Yeah,
we all have.
I went to zombie school actually
with
Greg Nicotero,
Uh-huh.
and I had not seen the show. I remember going, and everybody was like, well, who's seen the show? Who hasn't seen the show? And I was the only one who raised my hand, trying to be all honest. And everybody's looking at me like, why would you say that? So I really told the truth, and then I ended up becoming a zombie. It was crazy.
I have one of our students. He says that's the he's advancing in his career, so they don't want to do so much background once they start advancing. But he said that's the only show that he'll still do background on, because he said that it's just like a family.
Yeah, it is, but it's a lot of hard work. It's very hot. You're out there in the woods, and it was a lot.
Did you have the full zombie makeup? And
yeah, at one point I actually got my head chopped off by Michonne.
Whoa.
Which was really cool. So I have some behind the scenes footage of that. I was on the Talking Dead. I think it got cut out of the actual episode, but I got the memories.
Nice. And then you got your first SAG role with
The Originals.
Okay.
And I actually booked that myself just by doing research online and submitting and stuff. So yeah, that was really a great opportunity. Yeah.
Nice. And then that leads us up to our breakthrough. You with this Netflix series, it's in 192 countries.
Yes.
Not countries.
Countries.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Yes.
Are there that many countries?
Right. Who knew?
Yeah. Wow.
Who knew everybody had TVs?
Wow. So how are you feeling about that?
It's great. I mean, just the response from so many people all over the world. I mean, Brazil, Germany, UK, Scotland, Australia. I mean, countries I haven't even heard of before. I mean, I've heard of those, obviously, but yeah, like that was amazing. And just to see, this is a very American story, but just to see so many people all over the world understanding it and feeling it, and hopefully we can create global change.
Yeah.
And it's sparking a lot of conversations.
Yeah, that's the reason these kind of topics, they're not fun to talk about a lot of times, especially between races.
Right.
But they need to be broke down, and they need to be talked about.
Absolutely, and that's how we grow, because if I'm constantly looking at you and judging based on what I think you're thinking or think you feel, and you're doing the same thing, we're never getting anywhere. Yeah. We're just constantly going at each other. So, I think the show is definitely sparking those conversations, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. So you are done filming?
Yes. We're hopefully waiting to see if we get renewed for season 2.
Okay. All right. Fingers are crossed for you.
No, they're really crossed, and the fans want it. So Netflix, what you doing?
Yeah, and this is life changing for you, right?
Absolutely. It took me to New York. Like I'm from Atlanta, but actually we shot in New York. And the show is set in Jersey City, so that was really amazing. And at the time when I first booked the role, I was kind of going through some things personally, so that really just took me out of Atlanta. And professionally, everything was going great. So it took me out of Atlanta, and I was able to have that great opportunity.
And put you in a brand new mindset, right?
Absolutely. Like I call it 2007. We shot it last year, 2017, and I call that the year I grew up. Just being in New York, filming and living my dream and learning a lot about myself. you know, it was really great.
Yeah. Who did you really like working with?
Well, I had a lot of fun with, I loved all the cast, honestly. But I had a lot of fun with Mike Mosley. He's one of, there's a scene in episode 4 where he like slams my head into the table. And that was crazy. Like, he really slammed my head into the table. Like, and it really hurt. It had a print and all that stuff on my face. So, yeah. But I love everybody, though.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. I have you a present. I got you some Hershey drops. These things are the bomb. They're totally great. Thank you for being here and being a vessel. You know, we want to show people. Go ahead.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yes, do. No, you can eat it. We want to show people doing things, because most people don't really think this is a dream that's achievable.
Absolutely.
And it is. You've been acting since you were how old?
6. I started at the Alliance Theater. Professionally, 2014, but I've been in theater. I went to a performing arts high school, then I went to FAMU, Florida A&M University, Go Rattlers, and then Georgia State Panthers. So, but yeah, I've been acting my whole life for the most part.
So this isn't something that comes overnight?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This has definitely been a breakthrough opportunity, but people don't see, I call it the days in between.
Yes.
You tell the story, you say, oh, well, when I was 5, this happened, then when I turned 20, this happened, and then, you tell the story like that, but what they don't see is those days in between where you really are like, I don't know how this is going to happen.
Yeah.
When is this going to happen?
Yeah.
And I'm just blessed to finally be in a moment where, you can kind of see the forest through the trees, but there's still a long way to go.
Yeah. Well, you still have a great life ahead of you and so many roles to play.
Thanks.
So many roles to play.
Thank God, please.
Yes.
I just want to play 3-dimensional characters,
Right.
Three-dimensional characters.
That's funny. That's what we're talking about in our classes right now, is being 3-dimensional and, having the having that full shebang.
Scope, yes.
Yeah.
And can I give a shout out to our writers?
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to, where's the camera?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Vina Sood, who is the creator of 7 Seconds. I want to give a shout out to J. David Shanks, who's the writer on 7 Seconds, Evangeline Ordaz, John Lopez, Dan Nowak, I already said Evangeline, Shalisha Francis, Francesca Sloan, Rhett Rizzoli. I'm missing somebody. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
This is his Oscar speech.
I feel like I'm saying. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, our executive producer, Netflix, everybody, Fox 21, everybody.
Yeah. And you for showing up for your audition and getting it.
Wow. Yeah. It was a self-tape, like one self-tape.
And did you go in for a callback, or
no,
they just picked you from the self-tape?
Self-tape.
Awesome.
So, but I don't want anybody to get overzealous about that. I mean, that was a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
But as you know, and I know, that's a rarity. That's not something that happens all the time.
Right.
Because that was one self-tape, but you didn't see the hundreds of other tapes and auditions that led up to that one moment.
Right.
You know?
That you've done before.
Absolutely.
So
it's not overnight. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Lorenzo Yerby was saying that.
Shout out to Lorenzo.
Yeah, Lorenzo. Lorenzo got him on the, introduced us. But he was saying that you think about, I don't remember how many auditions he had last year, but it was in the hundreds. And out of those hundreds, he may have booked 3 to 5.
Yep.
I don't know exactly the numbers.
But people always, sometimes the end result is better than the process.
Right.
But I think you need those disappointments so when you get those successes, you can really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It
keeps us humble.
Absolutely.
It keeps us giving back too. So if you have any advice to give to an actor who is out there, let's go back 3 years ago and where you were. What would you say to yourself?
I would say continue to follow your dreams, trust your journey, because we all think that one day we want it to happen now. We want it to happen when we want it, but just trust your journey. Because if I would have known that it would have took 3 more years to get to this place, then who knows what I would have done at that time if I would have given up or just said it's not worth it. But it's honestly worth it, and just trust your journey at all times. And also just trust that when you get to this opportunity, the job doesn't make you happy. You make you happy. The job doesn't do it. So if you think just because you're starting to make money or you're living your dream that's doing something, No, you have to be happy with yourself first so you can appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully you give back.
And happiness is something we created.
It's an inside job.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an inside job.
I love that you brought that up. That
Yes.
needs to be said over and over and over. Practice happiness.
Yes, practice happiness and own your own happiness, you know,
Yes.
because we're looking for everybody else to do it for us, or that, like I said, the job to do it for us, but we have that ability within ourselves, and just trust that journey.
Yeah, yeah.
Trust that journey.
Trust it.
Trust it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Thank you
for
for
being
having me.
here.
Thank you for having me.
and,
It's a pleasure.
And gracing our couch. Guys, if you have any comments or things that you want to say to Coery, please leave it in the comments below the video, and he will be glad to correspond with
And
you.
you're an inspiration. I just want to say that,
thank you.
congratulations for following your dream. And I know saw some of your other videos, and that you always wanted a talk show. And look at you now. And I want a talk show one day too, so you're inspiring me. Like,
Yes.
we're all giving back with this inspiration thing. So,
Yeah.
hopefully one day you come on my show.
Yes, I will come on your show. I'll come on anybody's show. I love it. Yeah, and you would make a really good talk show host. But this was something that I wanted to create for Atlanta, because we have so many people doing such cool things, and you guys are my people.
Absolutely.
You know, you are my community, and I want to showcase. I'm so proud of us in Atlanta.
Yes.
We didn't have this even 10 years
Right.
ago.
And look at us now.
Yeah, right?
We're in 192 countries. We're on the internet. We have talk shows now. y'all better not sleep on Atlanta. I told y'all.
Okay, guys, thank you for being here. We hope we inspired and educated you.
Thank you.